Welcome to another edition of I Win with the Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C.
Take care of these Commanders. Let's take care of these Commanders. In their house.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Commanders Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Let's see if we can get somebody to play the whole game. No quitters, please. No quitters.
Right to the air is Daniels. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. A first down throw for Daniels. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Daniels to the air again on second down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Boom.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Now Daniels. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first. Daniels going to throw for it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Almost got him.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Out route looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
That team. Boing.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, Minshew. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Meyer. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's 3rd and a few inches as they've got it as we resume action. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Back to throw here. That's Sanayer, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. On the ground with a tight end. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. On 4th down, Minshew. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Michael Mayer. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, here's Daniels to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. It's Eckler again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, Eckler. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Seibert on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Cool, no problem. All right, I'll hit you up when I'm leaving to see where you at. I'll hit you up when I'm leaving to see where you at.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Minshew, 1st and 10. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Minshew sets to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. In motion left goes a tight end. Now Minshew. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Daniels looking to throw.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Robinson up the middle.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Daniels. That is caught.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off inside the 20.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now, because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy, because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll set up to throw.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go Madison up the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far, and there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game.
Minshew.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep...
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
Dante Fowler able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their
and now here is another interception. And now the rookie's free. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lobster? And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Noah Iwinwiththeraiders.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Here's Minshew. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Back to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.
That was horrible.